Always remember.
Oh, welcome back to the Focus, ladies and gentlemen. General Kenobi, say it back. Hello there. We are back after last week. We took a week off. We were back last week with Luke. And now we are here to talk about some news. I mean, there's not really a lot of news this week, Grayson.
Not a whole lot. We were trying to figure out is like the big thing, which it's probably why you're here, or you're just here because you like being here, which we appreciate you. We have a lot of our members are in the chat. We'll get to you in just a second, but main thing is the 50th re-release, not next year, but like almost next year. Like next year as of next year, February 2027. Of course, we were expecting this. That A New Hope, or I guess we should better just say, just Star Wars will be back in theaters because it is, from what I am understanding, the original theatrical release of the film.
That is what people have been saying. I have not read the article on StarWars.com yet. But yeah, I have mixed thoughts on it being the original theatrical release, mainly because I haven't heard George sign off on it yet. And that's kind of the big thing with George of like, he didn't want that to be re-released.
Oh, like, I mean, does he get a say though?
I don't know. And that's kind of my thing is like, anytime people would talk about the theatrical re-release, I would always hear George wouldn't want that, or George does not want that because of obviously the special editions and like all of the edits that they would make. And he originally, when the film was released in theaters, it was then recut while it was still in theaters, if I'm not mistaken, to like make small additions to the film. So is this extremely cool? Yeah. Do I want to see it? Absolutely. But I'm like, that also like it's just a little bit of like, what would George want? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I kinda. It's interesting you talk about the him adding like changes throughout as it was in theaters. I actually wasn't sure about that, but I personally view it as it's just a way to relive the experience as it was back when it came out.
Absolutely.
I don't think Star Wars or Disney or anybody is saying like, hey, this is actually the definitive version of the movie. Because otherwise that'd be the version on Disney Plus. You know, that'd be the version on the Blu-rays. There's a reason why it is kind of hard to find the despecialized edition. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if they had both versions. Like whether it depending on the theater or just they had both at the same time to be like, hey, you can go see the special edition, because why wouldn't they? You know, why wouldn't they have...
if it was like a lottery or like a gamble where like you bought a ticket and you didn't know which one you were seeing, and then you see a CGI do back and you're like, come on.
Yeah, that would be. But see, you know what it reminded me of is with Across the Spider-Verse, how they had different versions of that movie playing in theaters.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Where they had like different, like the scenes would be different depending on the showing that you went to, or like they would like certain scenes they would say different things. Which I mean, that's Sony. That's not Marvel as in Disney Marvel. But I mean, so this is all just speculative. This is not like officially, official, like it's going to be the original version.
Okay, the article on StarWars.com is literally 3 sentences.
Oh,
Also, shout out to me being a very young school teacher and there
I was
being a
about to
bunch
say, it
of
was like
crayon and marker all over my
turning
hands.
into the Hulk over there.
Yeah. On February 19th, 2027, we'll celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Wars with a re-release of the 1977 original back for a limited time in theaters everywhere. Part of Lucasfilm's year-long 50th anniversary celebration, a newly restored version of the classic Star Wars theatrical release, later named Star Wars A New Hope, will play in theaters for a limited time. Switch on your targeting computer and keep your eyes on StarWars.com, blah, 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 blah. But
So
that's literally the whole
why?
article.
The other thing is, why February? Why February and not May? Why not for the whole month of May? Is it like?
I would guess because of all of the other Disney labeled releases next year.
That's true.
That's probably where it fits best into the
But you don't think
Disney Plus slate of everything
going
on next year?
I mean, what's coming out in May for them other than Mando and Grogu?
When does Daredevil release?
Daredevil's March.
So Daredevil,
although it might be getting
Punisher,
delayed.
isn't the Punisher spotlight next year too?
Yeah, but that comes out during Brand New Day, which is July.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, maybe they wanted it at a time where, like, that was the only thing coming out next year.
Maybe. Like, I mean, I just don't see. I mean, if it's going to be for a limited time, I assume that's going to be like a week or two. I don't see why they wouldn't just do the end of April into May, considering they did like The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith were April. So I'm like, why would they not do that to also kind of start some hype for Mando and Grogu as well, to be like, hey, this isn't February, celebrations April, and then all of May 4th. It feels pretty evenly spaced. But I mean, not everybody's going to Celebration is my thing. Like, you know, that's where I'm kind of like,
I mean,
feel like
a lot of people are going to be at Celebration this year from like US box office ticket buyers because it's in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe what they didn't want to do is release it during May or like around Celebration so that it wouldn't mess up box office sales for all the Star Wars fans flying to LA and seeing movies. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Mac, what are we talking about? This is in 2027. Daredevil and Spider-Man and all that's next year. This is the year after. So Mando and Grogu will already be out. It would be Starfighter. It would be Celebration and Starfighter.
Which Starfighter is also in May?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. It's like evenly spaced, but I'm also like with Revenge of the Sith and Phantom Menace, they were in limited time.
When does isn't Secret Wars 2027 though?
Secret Wars, but it's in December. Both of those movies are in December, so
the only other thing I can think of is when Return of the Jedi re-released and when Revenge of the Sith re-released. There wasn't really anything else in theaters at that point, if I remember correctly, other than Star Wars. So the articles were all Star Wars rises to top of box office for a movie that's been out for 20 years. Yeah. Star Wars fans flock to see a movie that's been out for 2 decades. Like that kind of thing of like, maybe it's to feed into like all the Star Wars fans going in there and buying tickets so it looks good for ticket sales, which like I'm all for. I want as many people to go see movies in theaters as possible. Shout out Netflix and Warner Brothers. But like,
well, is that going to happen now at this point? We don't know.
It could be Paramount. So
yeah,
which isn't going to be any better. It'll be, I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, the only thing I can think of is like giving it its own re-release period so like they can make more of an event out of it rather than like competing with other stuff at the movies. Like when Odyssey comes out next year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same like a week after Spider-Man or a week before Spider-Man.
What? I feel like 2027 has a big release schedule just as much as 2026 does though. 2027 is Superman,
Man of Tomorrow.
Batman potentially.
And Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and
pretty much the three biggest like standalone character franchise. I mean, comic book characters plus Secret Wars is later that
Star
year.
Wars, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. It's like if you threw a Lord of the Rings
Avengers
movie in there. Yeah, and Avengers.
That's all in the same year.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably so they didn't have to like compete not only with themselves, but like something else. We also don't know if there's going to be a May 4th like animated series release, maybe.
I see. My thing with the theaters thing is I don't think they're really worried about Disney Plus stuff. Like they tend to not care as much. But I mean, I would be shocked if listen, Shadow Lord is next year. Season 2 might already be coming out the year after that.
Yeah, that's all of it.
Starfighter, yeah. So it's and so then we're also getting a New Hope re-released as well.
Yeah.
Assuming that none of those gets delayed any further. I guess February makes sense. I just in my head, I'm like, oh, they would want to do it around like closer to when the movie actually released. Like February just feels so random to me. But I'm still gonna go see it. It's just I'm like, or even that I'm kind of like, it was the movie of the summer. I'm like, why don't they do it in like July? Like why don't they do it in the summer to make it feel like that summer blockbuster? And as opposed, listen, I know movie theaters. They don't have a lot going on in January and February. Those are kind of the lull months of the movies. Like usually there's nothing really coming out in January, and then the like movies will love to time something around like Valentine's Day. So A New Hope for Valentine's Day, maybe. I don't know. But I'm excited. I've like obviously you've seen all of the despecialized versions just through like clips and stuff on YouTube and everything. And I think here's an interesting topic, especially with a book that I'm still thinking a ton about, Shadow of the Sith. I kind of view like both can exist at the same time. Obviously they can exist at the same time. They exist at the same time. But I guess I mean in like the Star Wars mythos, the originals and the special editions can kind of coexist. Like, does that make sense? Especially with Shadow of the Sith, with having like Sebastian Shaw Anakin going into like Hayden Christensen Anakin, like for me, I was like, oh, cool. So, and I remember the Return of the Jedi is the only non-special, or the only one of the original trilogy that is, that I saw the non-special edition of, because the VHSs at the library, my cousin rented them one time when he was getting into Star Wars. He was a couple years younger than me, and my grandparents rented them from the library for him. And I remember sitting there watching Return of the Jedi, just was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch Star Wars. It's Star Wars, and then getting to the Force Ghost and being like, and of course I knew about it. I was like in like middle school or high school. I knew that there was different versions, but I was like, whoa! I was like, I was so used to Hayden showing up that I was like, wow, that's really cool. Actually, like that's so interesting. And of course, it has that grain. It has that kind of VHS static. But I think it'll be interesting to have it like just shown, to be like, hey, here's the original version. So regardless of when it's coming in February or summer, or because it could come out in February and be like, hey, and it's going to be in theaters for 3 months, like, because that's how movies worked back in the day, is they'd be in theaters for like a year. Now we're in a digital age of everything going to streaming within 3 weeks of the movie releasing. But I don't know.
Well, I'm excited for it to be there. I think, truthfully, with that and Starfighter and Celebration, it's going to be a fun front half of 2027.
The next 2 years were with the stuff that I think collaboratively all of us in here like, and beyond, with our comic book fandoms and everything, we're eating good. Like,
it's gonna be bonkers, dude.
I'm gonna have to just like. That's what I was kind of like. I was like bummed that like not a whole lot of Star Wars stuff was coming out the back half of this year. But I'm kind of the more I thought about it, I was like, listen, man, I think it's good for me to kind of have that little bit of a break, And even with like the people talking about comic book burnout and everything, like, is pretty good. That that like, well, all the characters that I really care about, they're about to just go on full force. It's gonna be pretty exciting. And also, we didn't talk about how Endgame's getting a re-release next year too, which
Yeah,
is
which I don't know if it's confirmed, but I saw rumors of like they were going to have a post-credit scene
new
that
post-credit scene.
ties into Doomsday,
Interesting, interesting.
which is like a weird look. The thing that I will say about all of these re-releases in theaters is like we are at that point where like theaters could be a thing of the past extremely soon, just like your local mall or something like that. And as much as I am like, do we need malls? Like, sure, I love having a place to go around, but like I was shopping around this past week before I was at a wedding over the weekend and like I had to go pick something up and I went to the local mall in my hometown back in Florida and like walking around like seeing everything that was just like closed storefronts. It felt like what like COVID felt like when everything was just closed and everything was like businesses were shut down. I feel like we're so far removed from that now that like going back in, I was like, whoa, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to see that happen with movie theaters at in any capacity. So the more look, I'm totally okay with them doing big event re-releases for stuff. They do it all the time with like, oh, come see Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom at Alamo Draft House. Like they do that stuff too, which is always
Yeah.
fun. But like making it more of like
Like a
comparing,
cultural event.
yeah, like comparing it to like what Stranger Things is doing right now. Of like, it's like must see TV. That's
Yeah.
always the way it was with the movies beforehand, anyway. So to have that as well for movies, especially with like stuff that I'd already go to the movies and watch anyway,
Yeah.
I think is definitely something that helps out movie theaters. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's it. Also, I mentioned my trip. Do you want to talk about your trip at all?
Sure, man.
If you're
Yeah.
allowed to, I don't know if
I
you're.
mean, I'm allowed to. Uh, there's not much I can really say that was like that I saw or anything, but
It's still
um,
cool.
it's cool. Yeah, I posted today. This is just kind of it was a brief trip. I was in LA over the weekend, roughly. One of my good friends, Keenan, his handle is Comic Blast Keenan. There's some deep lore with Keenan and I. The first time we ever met was actually at a Star Wars celebration, and I probably wouldn't be sitting here doing any type of podcast or creation stuff without him because we did a podcast a long time ago. Anyway, we are. I am, of course, a huge Spider-Man fan, and that was something that was a big crux of our friendship. And he does content on a lot of the Marvel games. So Marvel Spider-Man, all three of those games, the new Wolverine game coming out, all kinds of like comic book video games. And he got married a couple years back. He has a kid and stuff now. But we were like, he was like, I never really actually got to do like a bachelor's trip or anything because his wife did and he didn't. He's pretty low key, and he was like, how would you feel if like I've got someone. Shout out to Alex. He's a project manager at Insomniac Games. He was like, if we got to go tour, he had to go get the Instagram selfie.
Yep. I'm trying to tell everybody we're live right now, dude.
Yeah. And he was like, would you want to go out to LA and get to go on a little mini tour of Insomniac Games? And I was like, yeah. So we were just there for like not even 48 hours.
Oh, really? I didn't know it was that quick.
Oh, we flew out early morning, got there around 1, went straight to the office, toured it for like 2 hours, left, went to go get food. Like I was up at like 4 a.m. my time, so it would have been 1 a.m. their time, and I didn't go to bed till 11 p.m. their time. So I was almost up I was up for like 22 hours. I was exhausted. But it was a blast. Just got to see all of the behind the scenes of how they make their games. Obviously, they're deep in the throes of making the new Wolverine game, which
Woo!
looks phenomenal. The one thing I will say, and I can totally say this, was this is something that just like is a huge thing for me. Is so they've got shelves littered throughout their office with like different books and stuff. And of course, a lot of it has like a lot of stuff that they've worked on, Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man, and they even have some Wolverine stuff on there. But one thing that was really cool is we were passing through one aisle, and there was a shelf near kind of a group of cubicles, and I was looking, and I just was like, what are on their shelves? You know, like what are they? And it's not just the stuff they've worked on. So they had a lot of like Tor published Robert Jordan fantasy novels. Which are like a big thing in like the fantasy book community and stuff. But on one of the shelves was a first edition hardcover of the Revenge of the Sith novelization.
Whoa.
And I saw that and I was like, I don't know who put this here. Tell them thank you, and they know ball, and I love them. And yeah, it was super cool. So yeah, I got to do that, and then of course just hang out in LA for a little bit. I also got into ripping some Star Wars Unlimited packs, which is my very first pack. I got a legendary. So I was like, when I posted it, Arakel from Punch It Chewy Press. I got to get back to him because he's gonna help me learn. But he put in the comments. He was like, pulls a legendary. Oh, cool. Because that was just my genuine reaction. I was just like, I don't know what this means. No,
you're not gonna know.
There was no way I knew. It was a Queen Amidala legendary. And it was like the most valuable card that I got out of the whole thing because it was from one of the newer sets. So I got some pretty cool cards that I've got another video of because I ripped some more packs that I'll have to show. But yeah, I got some pretty cool stuff. I'm still trying to get that Kanan card. That's the one that I really want. But they've got like Knights of the Old Republic stuff in there. Like I got some of the Sith troopers from.
Don't they have the Mortis gods too, or at least?
Yeah, they do. I got to get those, man. I got to get whatever Mortis adjacent stuff. I got to get Balin. I got to get Ahsoka. I got to get all that stuff. So, yeah, it was really cool. It was a fun little trip. Once I got back, I slept for 15 hours. I kid you not. I'm not kidding. I went to bed at 7:30 p.m. I woke up at 10:30 the next day.
That's
I was exhausted.
Well, you're a sleepy boy.
Yeah, it was, dude. We had to sleep in LAX overnight, so we got there at like 11 p.m. and like our flight was at 6 a.m. So we got there at like 11:30, and so there's like a big lobby area in the terminal. I mean, LAX is like a shopping mall, man. It's crazy. And as you know, of course, but this for anybody who's never been to LAX. At like 1:30 in the morning. These people are up. There's like inside the building. There's like these like terraces. It's like definitely where people who have way too much money hang out at when they're just chilling at the airport, you know, because the airport's like the Wild West. I slept through it, kind of. I like 80% slept through it, but my friend Keenan is a little bit of a light sleeper, and I heard it. I was listening to the Skyrim soundtrack because I like Skyrim. This entire construction crew, this like platoon of construction workers, just start jackhammering the floor in the airport for like 3 hours, dude. It was crazy. He got a video of it, and I remember like I woke up and I just kind of forgot it happened because I was just so tired. And he was like, "Dude, what was up with those jackhammers going off in the middle of the night?" And I was like, I don't know. And I was so mad because we could have easily gone and slept at another place where it would have just been so quiet. We would have had to sleep on the floor. We slept on couches, but I was like, you know what? I would have slept on the floor for peace and quiet, to be honest. Like that would have just been so nice. But you know, that's just what you got to do when you're traveling 5 hours there and back in less than 48 hours.
Grayson has been to LA like 300 times this month. This year, dude, it's been ridiculous. We should check in with the chat. We're reading the chats. We've not brought any of the chats up, so I'm gonna go back to the top and just kind of skim through. Yeah, we got to pop up our Focus Squadron members. Appreciate
of course. MacMan Focus 4 standing by. Thank you for being here. Technically, me as well. I saw it last year with a live orchestra, which was pretty cool in a big crowded room. Yeah. Ryan, thanks for being here. Doing great. How about you, man? Hope you're doing well. Sunny is here. Focus number 9, correct? Guess who's not here? Focus Bozo number 10.
2 weeks in a row. What are we doing?
I don't know. Come on now. She's gonna watch the VOD and she's gonna text me after and be like, "Wow, you're still calling me this." Matthew Green, Focus 15. Thank you. I think you either became a new member as of last stream or in between then, but thank
Pretty
you
recently.
Once again. Yeah, thank you for joining. Extremely cool of you. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We got Cole. We got Focus 3, the first of the crowd. Look at that. Look at that guy with his Focus Squadron shirt meeting Ahsoka herself. Extremely cool.
Insane.
Let's see. We got Blade of Merrick. General Kenobi. Say it back. That's what we say here.
Hey.
And Hannah did make it on time. Thank you for being here, Horse Girl. That's also what I call her now. She's a horse girl.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hope you're listening to some Benson Boone.
Here's everybody who's a member of Focus Squadron.
Dude, up to Focus 17 is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, we're up to Focus 17. Look at all you beautiful members flying with us. One more
Crazy.
update. I am working on these.
Mm-hmm.
I had a long 2 weeks where I was gone. I was on for last week, but things have been absolutely insane. As you can see, the background is a little bit different than it's been for the last, year?
Yeah.
Mainly because there's some stuff going on this side of the room that will eventually pertain to you. There will be a new look to Determine Focus here in early 2026. So we're kind of in a weird spot with moving around and stuff, but we're getting there. We still got to hang out with all y'all. But
should we?
What was it?
I was gonna say, should we? Yeah, I'll let you go ahead.
No, what? What were you gonna say?
I think you were gonna say it or you're gonna save it till the end of the episode. So I'm not gonna say it. If not, I'll bring it up.
I don't know what you're talking about because I have like 5 things that could potentially be it, and I don't know.
The big thing that's like within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to save that for the end?
It's a cardboard cutout of Luke.
it's yeah, we can't show the cardboard cutout of him on stream. That's DFOF right there.
NSFW. Yeah, but no, we can talk about it now. We can talk about it now.
Right now,
we can plug it at the end, but we can tell everybody now.
Well, hold on. Let's catch up with the rest of the stream and then yeah.
Okay,
cool. I think it's gonna be the same trailer, Mac Man. I feel like it's gonna be it may be slightly altered, but
just way more
Mac Man
toes, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, just like HD, like they're clawing the camera. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Uncharted is my Naughty Dog, and dude, if I ever got the chance to go to Naughty Dog, oh my god, it'd be over, bro. But yeah, George did say the special edition was the definitive version. That is up to a certain point of view. The Spider-Verse stuff, Hannah, wasn't that different. Like I was gonna say, MacMan, like there are different versions. They're like very slight. Like it was like a couple scenes that were just like colored differently, or like there'd be like a slightly different ADR. I don't know why they did that, but it was very strange. Let's see here. Sunny said it's February, celebrations April. Yeah, we talked about that already. Let's see. Gotta space out the content. Yeah, it makes sense.
Blade of Merrick.
Star Wars Center has already transitioned over into Fulcrum Noah, which I think is a very, very cool name. So I dig it. Excited for the full shift over. Dude, there's no way we won't get multiple seasons of Shadow Lord.
Yeah, we're gonna get multiple seasons.
Like I think it's gonna be 3 minimum.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I could see it even being like 5 seasons, to be honest.
I would be. Oh, how many episodes do you think it's going to be? And we can quickly touch on this. I don't know if we talked about this. How many episodes do you think the season's going to be? Oh, we did. We talked.
We did. We were like 9 to 12. But I think I'm thinking at least 10 every season, right? I'd say 10 to 13.
I hope so. I hope it's not like 8 a season or something like that.
That'd be weird for animation, unless the
Unless
episodes were
they're
like
an hour long.
yeah. At least if they're like 40 minutes to an hour long, then I'll eat my shorts, as they say. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys are so quick with it. Yes, this is just how it is, Hannah. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize you said this. That's awesome. Okay. Yes, I'm done now. You want to talk about it?
First things first. Shout out Tatooine Traders.
Yeah, dude. Luke had it on last week, which was epic.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear this. Oh boy, I hate this cord, and I need to order a new one.
Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of whack.
Yeah, no, it's bogus. I'm gonna wear this as much as possible. This is probably gonna be my new like staple shirt of just wearing stuff. Speaking of new stuff, though, I got something in the mail.
Dude, yeah, I want to see it. I want to see what you got in the mail.
So, as some of you may know, deep Will of the Force lore, I started off as a Lego content creator. I love Lego Star Wars. I love Lego Star Wars, not just the game, but like the sets, all of it, the marketing, whatever it is. I am such a nerd for Lego Star Wars specifically. That's probably the most like specific niche when it comes to Star Wars that I involve myself in and obsess over. I got an email like 3 weeks ago from somebody at Lego, like one of the reps, asking if I wanted them to send me something. And I said, duh. So
nah.
I got a box. Yeah, I was like, I got a box from Lego, and I filmed a video before. I'm going to post about it probably tomorrow. But we're all here, Focus Squadron. So I figured I'd pull it up and see what we got. Okay. So
like a mom at Christmas, except I didn't get you anything. I'm just you're just uncle that has no idea what's happening.
Okay, hold on.
Hey Hunter, what's up, buddy?
This box is huge. Hey Hunter, what's up, dude? This box is gigantic.
Oh my goodness, dude.
This is a
I hope you're never getting rid of that box, right?
No, I'm gonna move with this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This is the box. It says lights, bricks, action, and they wrote my name on it. It says the same thing on the other side from Lego. And then you open it up, and the first thing you see is this. It says build a scene from the screen, which is pretty cool. And then there's this little card.
Snuggie, bro.
There's this little card that says from the screen to your build. The galaxy doesn't wait. It's built by those who dare, which is like very cool quote for Lego. The Lego group invites you to step into a galaxy of imagination where builders become heroes and every creation carries the spark of adventure. Your mission awaits piece by piece. Build your fleet, chart your journey, and see just how far your imagination can fly. Signed, the Lego group, build a scene from the screen. So there's that. And then, so you open the box, and this was the first thing that you see.
Heck yeah, dude.
Sick.
Did you have that set?
No, I didn't. I haven't picked this up yet. So I'm very, very grateful for them to send it to me. You got Lama Su, you got Django, you got young Boba Fett. This came out a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken, of the Django's version of the Fire Spray gunship. But this Lego set specifically has like insane Lego Star Wars lore. This is like one of the coolest Lego sets of all time, the original. So for them to send me the revamped version is really cool. Also, like I'm a big sucker for the eras of Lego box art. So that this Lego box art has the 332nd clone trooper on it, Ahsoka's clone, is really cool. There's the box on the back. Django or young Boba has new hair, which is I think looks pretty cool.
What hair is it? Can I see?
It's like a new hair piece on it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. Anything is better than Lego Nightwing from the original Lego Batman stuff. And then you open it up, and it had two of these little popcorn guys in it. because it's
Hmm.
build from the screen to your build. So the whole thing is like they want you to build these while you watch movies and specifically Star Wars while you're building them.
Yeah.
So Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, respectively, from the ARC 170. But there's popcorn stuff. There are these cups in there. There's 2 of those, and then ARC 170, baby.
Did you have that one?
No, dude.
Heck
I was
yes.
stoked. Oddball, Jag, and another clone pirate in there. You got R4P44. This so longtime viewers of Determined Focus know I love the ARC 170. That is one of my favorite Star Wars ships of all time. Very, very often goes into my top 3. I love the ARC 170. And then there's also this like
What the heck is that?
big fuzzy blanket.
Oh. Don't you
So
have
you
a
like
lot of blankets in your house already?
oh, so many blankets, but like it's so you like snuggle up and build some Lego while you're
Dude, when are
while
we
you're watching a
snuggling
movie.
and playing Lego?
What? What's up? Do you want to build some Lego and snuggle up? But yeah, that's insanely cool. As like I said before this, as somebody who has literally been obsessed with Lego and Star Wars Lego respectively for since I was what 3 years old, is 1999 is when they did the first wave of Lego Star Wars stuff. So yeah, I've been bought in since I was 3. And I
Heck
have a
yeah.
Lego Boba Fett tattoo on my leg, and I've got so much Lego Star Wars stuff. But over there's a bunch of stuff that is not set up yet. However, there will be stuff on display eventually. Thank you so much to Lego for sending this over. Thank you to the Lego group for finding me and selecting me to get this. Insane that it's like customized to me on the box and all that stuff. I will never get rid of that box because that is one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me.
I was about
So
to say, yeah, that's just like a new storage box for you now.
yeah, it's stupid cool. Thank you, Lego.
Very cool.
But that's it. Yeah, that's
That's
really
sick.
cool.
When are you going to build them?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe one of the builds will be for one of the things that we'll be doing in 2 weeks. Right? 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
I could get down with that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I would say probably the ARC 170, not Django Starship. But if I had to pick, but we might let our guests pick what it is.
We could honestly just do both.
Yeah, I mean, we got the time. We got a speed build.
I can build Legos pretty quick. Yeah, that's really cool. I remember when you texted me that you got the email. I was like, that's a crazy pull, dude.
Yeah,
so,
just insane.
Yeah, shout out to the Lego group. That is very cool. Just in time for. Speaking of Lego sets, we got to talk about that new Cobb Vanth speeder with the Cad Bane that comes out. That one's sick.
The boy.
So January 1st, right?
Cobb Vanth is really cool. I think Cobb Vanth is a great addition to Star Wars. Timothy Oliphant, correct? Is that how you pronounce his last name? Really cool addition to Star Wars. I think that was one of the best parts of not only Mando, but of Book of Boba Fett. Now we get a new Cad Bane, which is definitely the most important part of that. Really cool. The Mos Espa set is what it is. So,
yeah. How many Cad Bane minifigures are there, including this one?
So there's the original Clone Wars one with the big hat.
Yep.
Then there's also they re-released it in the Bad Batch, and what's his ship called from Bad Batch? The big.
Oh, I don't remember what that one's called. It's got the weird giant like square jet engine bricks with like the one in the back. Yeah.
Love Cad Bane. He needs a better ship.
Yeah, that ship was kind of dookie.
So 1, 2, 3. Are there just 3? I believe there might be just 3.
I was like, I thought it was like 3 or 4. Yeah,
I believe it's just 3. I might be missing one from Clone Wars, like a variant of the original Clone Wars version with the big hat, but I believe it's 3.
General Cameroni says yes. This will be
Cameroni. Insanely cool profile picture, by the way.
Yeah. Aura. Before we get into our
insight, appreciate you being here.
Thank you for 2 months, by the way. Do we want to finally wrap up our Ahsoka talk. I've got some notes here from the last 3 episodes I would love to broach with you before we get into our kind of final big long topic for the episode.
Oh, we definitely should. I just have to find the bumper, the correct bumper. I'm gonna hit it.
Welcome back to Ahsoka Season 1, 2 years later. We're finally wrapping this up after a very prolonged period of time. We talked a little bit about it last week, but we figured we'd go ahead and wrap it up since we're kind of late. Like, the show ended 2 years ago as of like a month ago. But we're talking about episodes, the last 3 episodes. I'm not saying which episodes. I'm not saying the numbers of them because someone's going to make a joke, okay? And I don't want that to happen. Just think about it. Episodes 6 and 8. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. That's the best way to answer that. So, starting episode 6, dude, this might be... I was going back and forth on it. That might be my favorite episode of the season.
Episode 6.
Episode 6, which is, I believe... it's like in a galaxy far, far away is what it's called. That is where we are finally introduced to Peridia. When they first get there. This episode is just filled with people are already doing it. People are already doing it. People are already doing it. Is just awesome. The thing that I have to talk about is the introduction of Thrawn in live action.
Yeah, dude.
Is so peak, dude. The soundtrack with the Kyners, bro, and then especially like watching it on like a TV with good sound and hearing the troopers yelling Thrawn.
Dude.
It's just like, I remember watching that for the first time with like a group of friends that invited me over, and I remember just being like, just chills, and it still gives me chills, man.
It's so good.
Yeah. Is feeling exactly. This is a good one. This is a good one. There you go. 7567. But also just like the rest of the moments throughout the episode, like the little dialogue of like what Balin is seeking out. Throughout, like when he's talking to Shin, their dichotomy is so good. And I forget, like, just how I don't forget, but I'm reminded how much Balin, specifically Rey, his performance as Balin, just captivates the scene.
Incredible.
Or captivates the screen in every scene that he's in.
Yeah.
And like getting the full picture and kind of knowing maybe like very minute amount for season 2, I'm like just so much more. I found that the back half of the season flowed a lot better knowing there was going to be a season 2.
Absolutely.
Because at the time when we first watched it, we were like, is this it? You know?
Yeah, we didn't know.
And I remember watching the end of it, like episode 8, jumping the shark a little bit, but like being like, dude, where the heck is Balin and Shin at, man?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are they just not showing them at all? And then it made so much more sense where I was like, oh, their story is far from done.
Yeah, that last episode, I would say the biggest thing that I'm like, and like you said, jumping the shark, the biggest thing is like Shin and Balin, but it makes sense. I'm hoping the first episode of Ahsoka season 2 is like the Balin and Shin show.
Yeah. Oh, like immediately. I think we're going to get all perspectives, but I feel like it. Okay, here's an interesting question. Do you think the first shot, what character do you think will open up with first in Ahsoka season 2? I think it'll be Thrawn.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was Ezra.
That's a good take. That's a good take.
I would say probably Ezra, just because like he's a good POV character for like he's learning everything at the same time we are.
Yeah,
because he was gone for so long. So like maybe it's him like like tinkering with something or like running through the halls. Like there's that shot from the Celebration like concept art trailer that they
Where he's like,
showed where he's like running and he's like throwing on a jacket. Do you remember that one?
oh, I
Like
didn't see that shot. I saw the shot where he's just like smiling and has the jacket on.
he's like running through like a shipping bay and
Uh-huh.
he's got like a green like X-wing like jumpsuit on, like a pilot
Oh,
jumpsuit,
okay.
and he's like running like this and he's like mogging
Like
at the
he's like,
camera. Yeah. And there's like a bunch of like other people behind him and like you assume that it's him like running into battle, but you don't know if it's like him delivering news or something.
mhm.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was Ezra. Um, Now, would I be, if I was a betting man, I would probably say maybe something Sabine related, where like she might find something and then like immediately like tell Ahsoka or like Master, look what I have, or like that kind of thing, just because, or like maybe she's like training or something, and then Ahsoka steps in and is like, you need to pick up your foot or something like that. Where because the first character we saw in season one was Shin Balin, correct?
It was here's my thing is it's got I think Dave Filoni and Timothy Zahn, which I know Zahn is not involved directly with this project, but with it being a Thrawn project, it will open in space. It will open in some sort of space thing. Absolutely.
Like you mean like the classic like ship coming down sort of deal?
Absolutely. Yes. Some sort of way that will happen. Either it's New Republic or it's Thrawn. It's something to do with that. It has to be. That's why I think Ezra, Hera, or Thrawn would be my bet. Like, I
Okay.
can almost see them like the first thing being like a Star Destroyer attacking a New Republic thing.
Like the Chimera or something.
I don't know if it would directly be the Chimera because it's not exactly Thrawn's speed to be like direct attack with the Chimera.
Sure.
But I could see it could be maybe a different Star Destroyer, like not affiliated with Thrawn, and then they're not even aware that Thrawn is in the galaxy yet, uh and then they're like immediately kind of like absorbed into like Thrawn shows up or they're contacted by Thrawn or something like that.
Mm.
Um could be interesting. I think we will start with the villains. This is in the Chimera's hangar base. You think we're gonna go back to see how he escaped?
Oh, like a flashback?
That could be interesting. See, this is where I'm kind of feeling is like maybe in a new, but it would be interesting if it was a shot, but it's like as they're flying over Dathomir or something. Because I don't think they're gonna leave. Like I don't think we're gonna see them just be away from Dathomir at this point. Like I think we're gonna see what's
Yeah,
going on Dathomir.
I think Dathomir is probably the best bet. I was going to say something on Dathomir about like a clan of Night Sisters or something that's just there and they view Thrawn landing or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Travis?
Yo, what's up, dude?
Um,
I think we'll start off in the main galaxy. I think that's kind of. I don't think we'll
mm,
start off in the other galaxy. I think is immediately what's going to happen is that is Hera or Ezra or somebody's going to say something, and then it's going to cut to Ahsoka and Sabine on Peridia.
right,
And then it'll cut to Balin. I think.
right.
I think Shin will be the last one shown. Because obviously we know Balin and Shin are not really together anymore. He's kind of been like, "Hey, you're doing your own thing now." Whoa, Star Wars Insight. We're gifted a membership.
Gifted member, dude.
Dude.
We'll see who gets that gifted membership. It should pop up.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's the first
Appreciate you.
gifted we've ever
Yeah,
seen. Yeah.
that's the first time anybody's ever gifted memberships. Everybody can do that. Please don't feel obligated to do that, but that is extremely cool that you can do that.
Yeah, I kind of
Appreciate
didn't
your Star
even.
Wars Insight for doing that.
Yeah, that's sick. Another thing that I want to mention, speaking of Dathomir, is like I was listening back to some of the specific lore drops, and they mentioned that like Peridia was like the home base to not just like the original witches of Dathomir. It is the witch kingdom of the Dathomiri. So there's like a whole kingdom of witches, which is extremely interesting. Which I mean makes sense with all of the
kingdom of the Dathomiri.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I think I want to say either one of the Great Mothers or Morgan Elsbeth says that.
Okay.
Yeah. Which,
Hey,
by the way,
I think it was
Hey,
you
it's
thinking the
General
same thing?
Cameroni. Yeah, he's a member now. That's
Welcome to the
sick.
squad, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll have to figure out how the rankings work with gifted and all of that of like if you continue to be a member or whatever. But we'll figure it out later. For now, I believe what your
Yeah.
focus is. He focus 18.
Yeah, it would be Focus 18. Pretty
That's
cool.
bonkers. That's wild.
Pretty cool.
Almost at 20. Also, one other thing I got to mention, just because I was gushing about it, one of my favorite fight scenes in episode 6 is Sabine fighting the Raiders when she's ambushed by them.
Dude.
By which those guys have some of the coolest designs. I need a figure of them so bad, bro. I don't know. I'm like, I hope season 2 we need I hope we get a Black Series or something because they're so cool. Like the red samurai bandit armor is sick.
Dude, I want that, and then an Enoch like fight scene at some point is what we absolutely need.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. Enoch versus Ezra, gonna happen.
You think so? Versus Ezra specifically.
Or Zeb.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really sick.
Because we haven't seen Enoch do pretty much anything other than stand there and look cool. I would love. I'm considering him to be like kind of the heavy, like Zeb is. So
yeah, I don't know. Would it retread too much Callus versus Zeb though? Like if like here's another like Imperial guy who's kind of a brute.
Yeah, especially if they smooch at the end too.
his gold lips.
Carabast.
Dude, Mac man, thank you for the $2 super chat, I guess.
Appreciate you.
What if we got Natalie P. Abeloth at the start? I mean, what if? I guess, but at the start, no way. No way will we get that at the start. If anything, that would be at the end of an episode.
I don't think we're getting Natalie Portman in Ahsoka season 2.
Oh, I don't think we are either. I think we'll get Abeloth, but I don't think it'll be Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting
the most it would be voiceover.
Yeah, but maybe. But yeah. I don't think we're getting Natalie Portman in Ahsoka season 2.
I just think it's as much as I love Ahsoka, as much as I love Natalie Portman, I think it's a little under her pay grade. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up a chat.
Okay,
Hunter, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't have this like.
Oh, I don't think we're like guaranteed we're gonna get her.
No, but like people online have this like weird obsession with like, oh, it's Abeloth. It's gonna be all roads lead to Abeloth. But like, I don't necessarily think it's going to be Abeloth. I wouldn't be shocked if it was. I kind of hope it's not, just because I'm like maybe they give me something I'm not expecting, and Dave Filoni is really good at that. I think Abeloth would be cool. I think in whatever Dave is going to do to like not necessarily rebrand, but like Filonificize, if that's a way to describe it, Abeloth, and what he ends up doing with Abeloth will be awesome. I'm super open to it, and I want to see whatever it is. But I'm not as Abeloth obsessed as a lot of people are online.
So here's the thing. Abeloth is very much a blown out of proportion character because of like lore videos and stuff. I think she's extremely cool. I think it is cool that we got more of an expansion to the lore of Mortis, but in the context of the Fate of the Jedi books, it's kind of crazy. I've not read the books, but I know what happens in the books pretty vaguely. And it's like some stuff that, like you said, Hunter, is much better suited, at least as we know Abeloth, is much suited to a book thing. If they did introduce her, I think she would be greatly changed. Or they just take the concept of not even her being called Abeloth, but just the concept of the mother as a character, and then just Dave Filoni does something different with that. And that I'm fine with, of them introducing this mother character of like, that's who's calling to Balin. Whether she'll be this monstrous, eldritch, cosmic being, I don't know. Listen, I'm completely open for it. I think that's cool. I love weird, crazy stuff like that in Star Wars, but I think the I think the expectation of them like having the way she is in those books would have to be completely tempered. And exactly what you just said, Hunter. Starkiller, love the Force Unleashed as he stands in the games. Even great. Of course, Starkiller in the books is so much different than the games as well. But he like the way we know him or the way we see him in those cutscenes would not work on screen. Absolutely. Macman said, "How about Ezra chaining?" Yeah. Yep. 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 Yes. Yep. I'm okay with this.
Yep.
I like this.
Yep.
Yeah. I need this at some point. Dude, did you do this?
What?
Is this Connor or Seth? Didn't you make this Photoshop?
Yeah, I made that Photoshop.
What, dude? What is this? Dude, Admiral,
that is 100% the one that I made when we were reading Dark Disciple.
That is crazy. Admiral Enigma, thank you for being a member. I don't know who is behind the page, but you're goated, and that is really funny lore right there.
Dude, that's somebody who's been around for a while to pull that up.
Either it's one of our friends or it's someone who has been watching for a while and they've just been waiting, man. They've just been lurking in the shadows like Batman over here.
That's crazy.
That's super funny, dude. What are we? What is going on? Like we are getting members like crazy,
dude. It's people are really cool. The Star Wars fandom is real cool.
Yeah, see, thank y'all. Yeah, it can't be Connor's. Well, considering they're both members, also. Bye, Hunter. Thank you for your input. You're goated. I love you. I miss you. I hope to see you soon. Maybe C2E2 if that happens.
Follow J Guy Hunter everywhere.
Dude, he's the GOAT. If you offer all of your droid and clone needs.
This guy could literally work for ILM right now.
It's true.
He's a genius. He's a genius.
He's amazing. General Cameroni said General Mother makes more sense too, especially with of the Great Mothers originating in Peridia. Oh, that's a really cool connection. Never really thought about that. Of like the original, like the mother being the original basis of the Night Sisters. And they were like this great booming civilization when they were the Witch Kingdom of Dathomiri.
And Abeloth is one of them?
No, basically he's saying that instead they wouldn't call her Abeloth. They would just introduce a character like because Abeloth in lore is the mother, right? So there was the father, the son, the daughter, and the mother. The mother was Abeloth. They would introduce a character that was the mother, and she's like the original Night Sister. But I don't think she would be called. I don't think she would be like one of them. I think she would be like almost the template, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, look, I do think about a lot like the old ground of people talking about like Dave having talks with the guy who wrote the Bane books, correct? About Abeloth, right?
Not the Bane books. It was just the authors of the Fate of the Jedi book. So Troy Denning, all of it. Christy Golden.
Wasn't it that a book was coming out at that point that was going to like have to do with Abeloth? And they
that was the Fate of the Jedi stuff. The Fate of the Jedi. So that was not like 8 or 9 books were being written at the same time. So like Abeloth is not introduced in those books until like the end of the book, like the last 3 books, and like Crate comes out of nowhere, even though Crate was already appeared in the Legacy comics at that point, and like Luke and Crate have to team up to like throw her in a black hole, but she doesn't actually die because she's like the most powerful being in the universe, and she's like Galactus basically. It's ridiculous, bro. But yes, Dave, the authors were collaborating with Dave when those books were coming out, while the episodes were coming out. Anyway, there's my little tangent there. Basically, yes. I believe it was mostly Troy Denning was writing those books, and because he wrote a lot of the Fate of the Jedi and Legacy of the Force stuff. But yeah, Filoni's movie Take the 28. Well, that's actually a really cool point. I guess we'll just have to see how Mando and Grogu and how Ahsoka season 2 go. I think he would be.
Because it would be 20 years since his first movie. Oh, Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, yep. Potentially. I could see that happening. I guess it just depends on like we haven't heard a whole lot about it, and I think it really hinges on where Ahsoka goes, how long that show will last, and also Mando and Grogu in those movies, and also like
Yeah.
what's the like is it could that be the year the Rey movie comes out? You know, could I think really it all hinges on the rest of Ahsoka and how Mando and Grogu does this upcoming year.
My question is, when would we get an announcement? We usually get announcements for Star Wars movies 2 years in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean next year we would have to get an announcement about a 2028 Star Wars film.
Yeah, because we already have 2026 and 27. It'd have to be next year, yeah. And obviously we know about like a slew of movies that are coming out. You know, whether that's the Rey movie, which is kind of in like this weird nebulous gray area right now. Of course, Dawn of the Jedi, that could be the 2028 slot. Which please, David Cornsweet.
Please.
What else are we missing? Because those are the two big ones, is Rey and Dawn of the Jedi, and isn't there one other one that we're kind of aware of? I mean, obviously, I would love for it to be The Hunt for Ben Solo, but
That's
but
a pipe dream at this point, I think.
this is Jack Brody after start either Mangold or Filoni's. I feel like it'll be one of theirs. I don't feel like we will get the Rey movie until at least 2029. That's how I'm feeling right now, unless something changes. And which as you and I, like, we got flamed over the past week for having Rey in our top 10 Jedi. I would love if it was sooner. If it was the movie right after Starfighter, I'd be happy with that. But I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna, since we're yapping here, we wouldn't get to our droid stuff. I'm just gonna rattle off some last minute thoughts. Firstly, rewatching Ahsoka season 1 and seeing Thrawn in action after we have read the Thrawn trilogy, or after I have read the Thrawn trilogy, makes me appreciate Thrawn so much more in the show. Because I remember watching the show the first season and being like, oh, I was like, Thrawn, I mean, obviously I had already seen Rebels, but I was like, Thrawn was not up to the caliber that I was kind of had in my head. But after reading the trilogy, I'm like, Thrawn was great. Thrawn was done perfectly. Like, Ahsoka outsmarted him in some ways, but never to the point where it was like, it caused him total loss, where he was like, listen, I'm just trying to get out of here. He's like, that's all that matters. He's like, I'm not trying to stop her. I don't have to. I just have to get out of here, you know? And that final line of like, you know, he's like, I regret that we haven't met face to face, and perhaps we never will. But maybe a place like this is where you belong, a Ronin. You know, and I was like, and then he's like, long live the Empire. Blitzes off. I was like, that is so good, man.
Yep.
So that is really, like, I was like, they did that really well. And I think Lars Mikkelsen is having the time of his life. I cannot wait to see more of him as Thrawn.
Do you think Thrawn makes it out of Ahsoka season 2?
I would like... It depends if Ahsoka season 2 is the last season. Is that going to be the end of the story?
Well, my question is, do you think Thrawn would be killed off in Dave's movie?
Yes. Definitely by Dave's movie, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
If Dave's movie is like the culmination of Ahsoka and all of that stuff, then yes, but it just depends of if it's going to be tied to all of that in general, you know? But
yeah.
But I mean, Thrawn definitely dies before the sequels, obviously.
Absolutely. But like I'm saying, do you think, like, we just got introduced to Thrawn? I don't think he dies in season 2.
No. Unless even if season 2 was the last season, I don't think they wrapped that up, you know?
No.
Yeah. Could be cool if they introduced the Nogri and stuff like that. Like, that would be fun. But like, and a little bit more of it. It'd be a great way to bring back Leia. Just saying, bro. Billy. I guess I didn't talk about the Columbia stuff as well. I know that's not necessarily news, but it was really cool to see Billy doing that ad. You know, basically just, I mean, we already know she's the spitting image of her mom, even when her character in Rise of Skywalker looks exactly like Return of the Jedi. Facts, dude. Facts. Also, just wanted to say, when 3PO shows up to defend Hera, and the fact that Hera and Leia are like in communications.
Ears,
dude. I'm immediately sobbing, man. I'm just like, God, like, so if they,
you hear him clanking, like his feet tapping,
and you hear him in the background, like, yeah, he's just like, I need to go. Yeah, and then of course it plays the theme.
It's so good,
so peak, dude. Oh, and one other quote that I've been using in our lightsaber, or not our lightsaber, our Jedi thing is great Ahsoka quote here. Obviously, it's pretty simple, and it's just kind of a different alteration of what Yoda says. But she's speaking to Sabine, and she's like, she says, being a Jedi isn't about wielding a lightsaber. And everybody and their grandma and the internet in the past 2 weeks, especially with our list, has just forgotten that notion. Anakin Skywalker is a great lightsaber duelist. He is a great warrior. He's a great general. None of those qualities make a good Jedi. Okay?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the aftermath of that top 15 list that was posted.
Oh my gosh, dude. Everybody was like, listen, I mean, I've gotten used to it. Like, I'm pretty good at like only, you know, like, or just like tuning the stuff out and being like, okay, people on the internet are going to just be the way they are. But man, people really did not like our list, specifically because of how low Mace Windu was, the fact that Anakin wasn't on the list anywhere, and that Luke wasn't number one and Ahsoka was.
And that Rey was just on the list.
And Rey was on the list at all. She's not even in the top 300.
200,000 views and over 300 comments. And over 200 shares. Of just people being like, "Hey, look at this! Did you see this?"
Yeah. Not even to their stories. There's just the people that their friends would be like, "Man, these guys are everyone." Exactly. Hey, I got some good. It's funny. Nobody commented about that, by the way. Nobody commented about Loden. Yeah, I thought people were gonna be like, "Who is this guy? Why is he on the list?" But
people probably just assumed he was like a. Look, a lot of times the people who are like rage baity commenters are the ones who like also think that they know a lot about Legends because they've watched just somebody do a YouTube breakdown of like the top 10 Legends Jedi of all time, like that kind of stuff. So they probably just assumed, like, it's very rare that people will go, I don't know who this is, versus using their comment to go, I know everything, this is wrong.
Yeah. So yeah. They probably are not even aware that, like, well, because I got some people being like, "Oh, where's Starkiller? Where's Revan?" And let it go.
Just come on,
let it go. Jedi 3, we'll see if he goes higher or lower. Yep. We'll reassess after that.
Even though he's probably going to do some real bad stuff in Jedi 3.
I think it's going to make it a little bit worse.
I think he might be bottom 15 at that point.
Oh God, I hope not. God, I hope he's still in the top 10. Yeah, people just have some really strong. I mean, people have strong feelings about one way or the other. But I was like, guys, the dogging on Ahsoka is just completely unnecessary. People are like, oh, she's not a Jedi, blah blah blah. Okay, like, yes, we hear this all the time. This is not like, but just think about it for more than 2 seconds, and she's a Jedi, you know. But of course, people take the word best as a lot of different things, and we got a lot of comments of being like, well, what do you mean by best? Does that mean like does that mean most powerful? Does that mean most like a Jedi? Does that mean coolest? Does that mean, you know, whatever? And it's like, it's a very broad term. But
somebody messaged me on Thursday after it was posted and was like, Rey at 7, come on, Mace claps Rey. 90% of Jedi would clap Rey easily. And I said, power scaling expertise with a lightsaber has little to do with this list. He said, what's it based on then? I said, talent, morals, wisdom, empathy, resilience, discipline, iconography, their day-to-day actions, all of it. He then said, Mace, I can understand now, but Plo, Rey is 15 to 10, not 7. She's cheeks respectively. And then I said, I disagree. She never turned to the dark side. She's canonically one of the strongest Force users based on her being part of the Force dyad, a Virgis in the Force. She has the blood of the Emperor flowing through her that's been genetically altered. She's trained by the Skywalker twins. As much as we don't know a lot of her story, and her movies may not have been the most entertaining for a lot of people, on paper, she's a tank. And then he said, if Disney turned their brains off and wasn't woke, they wouldn't have made her better. Agree to disagree.
Shut up, dude.
And I was just like, you didn't even respond to anything, dude. I said.
It's like I feel like we have everybody can have different takes. People like love Rey. We love Rey, but we're also like there's a lot of Jedi that go above her mainly because of how much more time we get with them. But I'm like this whole like Rey erasure is just like ridiculous, man. I'm like, and you watch those movies and I'm like I've rewatched the sequels and I've critiqued them in a wide array of lenses. I've got problems with the sequels, man. Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm like, bye. I don't.
Yeah, like, it's just like, oh my god,
that like it's
it's just bonkers, dude.
It's so annoying, man. And I'm like, I just
one of the best comments we got was somebody said they were like, the only thing that's canon is 1 through 6, and I was like, respectfully, I don't think you understand what canon is. And they responded back like, yeah, no, I'm one of the only ones who knows what canon is. Canon is everything that only what George Lucas made, and then also Clone Wars, and then also Mandalorian. And I was like, so you pick and choose.
Yeah, you're just talking about what you like. I was like, George has nothing to do with the Mandalorian, bro.
It's just stuff that you picked. It's just stuff that you like. The only thing that's canon is Ewok Adventures and the Star Wars Holiday Special and Attack of the Clones. Those are the only 3 things that are Star Wars canon.
Dude, the only things that are canon are Attack of the Clones, Empire Strikes Back, and
the Rise of the Resistance Q video.
Yeah, Rise of the Resistance Q video, and the Muppets Star Wars, Muppet Babies Star Wars. Like,
hey, that's actually canon. That's actually canon. I've decided that that's canon.
Dude, it's just it's ridiculous, man. Like also there was one comment that I replied to where because the amount of people were like Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine. I'm like, it's like it's just boring at this point.
Leia Skywalker. Dude, she's got 10 last names. You have no problem with that.
It's like, it's such a thing. I'm like,
Stranger Things, Vecna, 1, Henry Creel, Mr. What's-It. Like,
it's, as soon as someone says that, I'm immediately like, if you can give me one time where she even remotely associates with Palpatine and claims that, I'll give it to you. Duh. And here's the thing, he doesn't.
Honey, this is absolutely correct.
Mark's OG Muppet episode.
That is absolutely correct. Where Mark Hamill meets Luke Skywalker in the episode. He's like, "Oh, that's my brother," and it's the best. It's the best.
Good. But yeah, it's just such an annoying rhetoric, and I'm like, you didn't even watch the movie that you're talking about, dude. I'm like, literally, there is never a single point where Rey is like, maybe I am a Palpatine, or maybe he is my grandfather. Like, the only thing is that Kylo's saying he's your grandfather, but Rey doesn't want to do anything to do with that. Even when she's like, she has that dark side vision, it's just because it's the dark side being like a vergence in the Force being like, oh, it's because you have his blood in you. But I'm like, it means nothing, man. Dude, I'm like, it's not even and most people don't even just like they don't look up anything. But I'm like, even her parents didn't use his last name, man. His parents were actively hunted down by him, like, and her parents, again, top tier Star Wars couple, man, the most loving, protective people out there. I'm like, why would she give like it doesn't make any sense, man.
Luke Skywalker and Rey, nepo babies, dude.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Nepo babies.
I was like, it's like the only thing is people say of like if you don't want her to be Skywalker, that's fine. I can accept just Rey. Like that's a valid take to have of like her just being her own thing. I get that, right? I was like, but I'm like, she's a Palpatine. I'm like, it's so annoying, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, either she's a Skywalker, a Solo, or nothing. I was like, she is anything but a Palpatine, bro.
Or a Kenobi. The only thing that was pushing me more towards like Rey being only Rey is how Finn is like just Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Because like then they both have that same kind of like thing in common of like they get to choose their own path, which is literally what all of Star Wars is. Literally the whole point of what is Star Wars.
Yeah, dude, it's so annoying.
The whole point of Star Wars.
Yeah, Anyway, the last thing I want to say about Ahsoka was really want to read the canon Thrawn trilogy, the Imperial era before Ahsoka season 2. So maybe that'll happen. Maybe that'll happen on Tales from the Archives. I don't know. It would be really cool because I really like that line of when he's like, "I know you because I know your master," and I'm like, that's really cool of Dave that he included that connection and had that respect to Timothy Zahn, and I love that. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much my Ahsoka thoughts. Oh, the last thing. Actually, this is a huge point that we could wrap up on before we get into it. Do you think we'll see more Mon Mothma in season 2, especially after Andor? I'd be I want to see her so bad.
So was Ahsoka filming at the same time Andor was?
No.
Okay, but it was filming in Pinewood.
Oh, Ahsoka season 1?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I think you meant season 2.
No, it was season 1. Because right now I'm thinking logistically, how easy is it for her to go and like be a part of it?
And she's she's European. She's from the UK. She lives over there. She's not actively in a lot of stuff. Like I don't see why she wouldn't if they offered her.
Yeah.
And considering how much people love her character post Andor.
Yeah. I just hope they write her a
Are they filming at Pinewood now?
I thought they were.
Okay. So I mean it would
actually I don't remember. I don't remember where season 2 is being filmed. Actually, no. Yeah, they absolutely were because weren't they? Yeah, they absolutely were filming at Pinewood.
Yeah. I was pretty sure that was like a big thing that they were like, we're filming in Pinewood right now.
Yeah.
Because it was like started filming right around Celebration. So I know they were doing a lot of the press stuff for Andor was happening, but I'm like, they could get her in there for a couple of scenes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with this because the actress who played Mon Mothma in Return of the Jedi didn't seem that old at all.
Yeah, I think it's like
I don't think it's.
I mean, it's like it's 9 ABY, so 5 years. So I mean, it's been nine. Hello.
It's all 9 ABY anyway.
So it's like what 9 years after Andor. I'm like, I guess the only thing is that she has the Andor hair, but like if it's been 5 years after Return of the Jedi and she had her hair short during when she was in the Rebel Alliance, like 5 years is plenty of time for her to get her hair back to that length. So like it's not a. Plus her hair looks so much better that way because Mon Mothma is my queen.
Caroline Blackiston was her name, was the original Mon Mothma in Return of the Jedi. And she was 59 years old.
Oh, wow.
49 years old.
I think she only did it because she was like within a military organization. I feel like it was just more so for like practicality because she couldn't keep up with her hair. But now that she's back,
and Genevieve O'Reilly is 48, so it's the same.
It like Mon Mothma doesn't age, bro. That's the
same age.
She looks fine. I'm happy with it.
I think she's okay.
It's one of those things that it doesn't bother me. Like I would rather have her in there to keep that legacy going and. It would be. I just would love. I mean, she's the chancellor, so like, hopefully she's around.
Yeah, and like, look, the Star Wars 60 is the real world 30 because of Back to Tanks. So get what you want.
It's true. And but then also 60 is also 30 because of the twin sons of Tatooine. So,
what?
Because like how old Ewan or how old Obi-Wan is.
I was like, are you telling me that time works different on just Tatooine alone?
No, it's just because of how quick they age. Like even Owen and Beru look like absolute raisins only after like 19 years when they're like the most youthful, beautiful people at the end of Revenge of the Sith, Are we getting a Juru Us replacement in this Filoni era? I think it's the Night Sisters. I think it's got to be whatever he's doing with the Night Sisters, I would imagine.
It's probably Mace Windu.
Call it Mace Windu.
Windu, my eyes are Windu.
Dude, that would just sound like Geonosians. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a window. Yeah. Let's wrap this up because it's gonna take a little bit. I don't know if this will take as long, but rank Ferric.
Think Ferric.
Welcome back to Rank Ferric. Clip forward segment of Determined Focus. Don't call me Uncle Owen because I'm not farming moisture. We're farming clips, baby. We're gonna do a top 10, just like we did last week. And this top 10 is one that we revisited my favorite time of the stream. Rank Ferric. See, we got people here. We got people here ready for Rank Ferric. Come on.
The people love rank Ferric.
People love Rank Ferric. Everybody loves to argue. What did we do last week? We did Jedi last week. And this week,
yeah, we talked a little bit about the
we
the
talked a little bit
backlash.
about Jedi. We're not going to do villains or Sith or anything like that. We're going to do something that is just as important. We're going to do the top 10 the droids.
Now, we've talked about droids before. We've talked about Rushmores and we've talked about top 5s, but
yes,
we're really enjoying this top 10 format because, one, we can go post it later on as an official list, and two, it gives us way more time to talk about other droids that we may not get to in a top 4 or a top 5.
Right.
So, yeah, we're doing the top 10 of all time. Of all time ranked by us, basically.
Right.
This is taking in a lot of factors, of course. We talked about Jedi stuff last week and our factors for that. Factors for this is obviously their iconicity, how useful they are, their screen time, if they are a good companion, their silhouettes, their resourcefulness, all of the things. Also, just like as a good design. Again, wish Hunter was here. Hunter left 20 minutes ago. It would have been great for this. But basically, just what makes it. Dude, that's a great take. That's awesome.
Is there 10?
There's gotta be. Well, you can count his baseball caps too.
Okay, that's
so like his Pittsburgh Steelers hat, his Project Stormcrow hat,
Project Stormcrow.
So yeah, I've made a list of 10. However, I'm not like as concrete with this. Like, same thing with the Jedi. Like I'm willing to work around, see where you're putting things at, but. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but yeah, I made my top 10. Are you making one right now? Did you forget to make one?
No, I'm writing it out on paper because I don't like looking at my phone.
That's a good choice because I also did that.
You also did what?
I wrote them on paper.
Oh, okay.
Wrote them on paper. I actually like writing on paper. Do you guys want to see? I posted my Ahsoka sketch. You guys want to see my Hugh Wang and Thrawn? Don't look at my list, guys. I know this is really bright. Look at my Hugh Wang and Thrawn. It looks like the sun, bro.
It's the sun.
Okay, I'm gonna say that there's only one stipulation because he's that popular. I did this mostly canon. There was only one Legends that I put on here just because he's that popular, but I'll get to it later. But it's not Proxy. I'm sorry. I like
Proxy. The Proxy poll though.
It's a good one. I'll depending on what we have, I'll consider it for maybe some honorable mention or whatever.
All right. Why don't you go first? We'll go at 10 first.
10. Okay. At 10, I have SM33. Mainly because there's the rest of the droids I think get a little bit more screen time, and SM33 is pretty new, but I just think he's such a great droid. I think he's such a crux of that show. I think he's got a great silhouette. I think SM33 is great.
I could go get hate for this. SM33 was higher for me. That's not why I'm going to get hate, but at number 10 I had BB-8.
That's funny because I have BB-8 at number 9.
Okay.
So we're pretty much right there.
Okay.
Do you want to leave it up to chat of where if SM33 should go 9, or like just for now at least, should BB-8 go 10 or should it go 9 in SM33? I like SM33 more than BB-8, but I think because BB-8 is kind of like such a focal droid of the sequel
BB-8.
trilogy.
I don't want to go higher than 8 for BB-8.
I also agree. There's just too many good droids to.
Okay. I think we should lock in BB-8 at 8, and then we can work around there.
Okay. Do you want to put SM33 higher than BB-8, or do you want to kind of keep going and just kind of table him for now?
I would like to table SM33.
Let's table him. Let's
Okay.
come back. Well, then what's your next one? I guess.
My number 9 was Chopper.
Okay. I had Chopper at 6. Chopper is not my favorite, but considering he is crucial to the Ghost Crew, and also after rewatching Ahsoka and his little moment with Ezra. Listen, Hannah, I know you're kind of newer to these parts. We're not big Chopper fans.
We're not big Chopper people.
Overrated, annoying, kind of not a good team player, talks back to everybody, and is also a mass murderer.
Chopper is incredibly inefficient. Like, just as a member of the group, is so inefficient.
I put Chopper right outside the top 5 because I'm like, there's just 5 droids that are better. I could go lower with Chopper. I would put Chopper at like a solid 7, I think. Like, I'd put Chopper above BB-8 because he is a good core part of the team, but he does frustrate.
More than I like Chopper. BB-8 helps out. BB-8 is like...
Chopper helps out.
Okay, but one thing that a droid does is they are a companion and they help out. And Chopper does more harm. Chopper screws everything up, and then they have to go, oh, man, we're in the hole. And then Chopper digs everybody out, and then they're like, oh, thanks, Chop. But, he's the one who got them in the problem in the first place.
Uh-huh. See, Chopper and BB-8 are, kind of neck and neck for me. BB-8 I like, but BB-8 is kind of a nothing burger for me, where I'm kind of BB-8 is very safe. Chopper, at the very least, has the comedic timing going, and I think he's a lot better in Ahsoka. Man, if murderers are just silly little guys, we're all doomed.
I don't know about that.
Because there's also times that Chopper, they're actively like, Chopper, what are you doing? He ain't coming in clutch like R2D2. No. Listen, can we just put him at the top? Can we just go ahead and say
number R2D2? 1 is R2D2. Let's get it.
It's not even. Let's just go ahead and put it there.
R2D2 number 1. That's not even a question.
Not even a debate.
Yeah.
I get. That's why I put Chopper at 6 because I'm biased on my Rebels crew and I know people like him, but he's bottom 5 for me of top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I like SM33 more than Chopper too.
So do I.
Did you have SM33 higher than BB-8?
Yeah.
Where's BB-8 now? 8?
SM33 was originally my 7.
Okay. Do you want to put Chopper at 10?
I am okay with that.
Let's put Chopper at 10.
So right now we have Chopper at 10. We have BB-8 at 8, R2 at 1, and SM33 at 7.
Star Wars Insight, this is not true. K2SO exists. How dare you?
K2SO is by far the funniest droid.
He's great, dude. I put K2SO way too low.
Bro, K2SO is goated.
Is goated. Now, okay, I do have one stipulation that this droid is not a character, but is such a prominent droid in Star Wars that it kind of exceeds being a character. And I have to mention, I put him at 3 because of how iconic this droid is. A B1 battle droid.
I would prefer to have a B1 lower on the list only because it is a type of droid and a type of personality rather than it being a character.
Okay. I'm cool with that. Then do you want to? I feel like I should.
I'm okay with a. Can we put a B1 at 9?
Is that above Chopper?
It's above Chopper.
I'd like to put a B1 above BB-8.
Okay, so do you want to move everybody down 1 and put BB-8 at 9 and B1 at 8? Look, B1s are great. B1 battle droids were on my honorable mentions. So like when we turn this into a 15, B1s were on my 15. But now that I think about it, I do like B1s definitely more than I like Chopper, and I like B1s more than I like BB-8.
So it'd be Chopper, BB-8, B1.
Chopper, BB-8, B1.
I'm fine with that for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we can analyze it over, but
okay.
Dude, Hannah, B1s are just like they're just such a like a phenomenon across the galaxy, dude. Like,
Dude,
they come
B1s are the greatest.
And like dude, it's Matt Wood, they're everywhere. Like think about Jedi Survivor. How many conversations you listen to with B1s talking to one another?
Yep.
Just saying. That being said, there are battle droids I like more than a B1 in terms of just like how cool they are, but B1s are just so iconic, dude. Like, that is the droid of the prequels, really. Like,
yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So 10 Chopper, 9 BB-8, 8 B1.
Hey Hannah, I'll do this. If you can beat Roger with any Chopper quote, he can go higher on the list.
Ooh, yeah. Also, the Boston B1 from the Phantom Menace is like the underwater villages.
Yep.
Okay. So we have the bottom 3 and we have number 1.
Yes. So
what is our next from the bottom list? Like what is the next one up?
Grievous is not a droid.
Yeah, he's part droid.
He's more machine than man now. But love you.
Yep. Cyborg is a different list for sure.
Yeah, Cyborg is a different list.
And Lobot is number 1.
Lobot is above 1.
Actually, sorry, it's Echo.
So number 7, I have SM-33.
Yes, I'm cool with that.
Okay. At number 6, I have C-3PO. Whoa. Yeah, dude.
I have C-3PO at 2.
No.
I think but like that is like R2 and 3PO are the droids.
Yeah, but there are droids. R2 carries 3PO.
We just talked about how 3PO was goated in Ahsoka.
Oh no, 3PO is goated in Ahsoka. But like outside
there's no way 3PO isn't top 5.
Okay. My see, now this is where Sonny, what are you talking about?
Here's the thing is I am not the big, like, I like 3PO. If it was my personal list, I'd have him lower, but I'm thinking of the lump sum, you know?
Yeah, this is bonkers to have R2 at anything other than 1. Absolutely insane. Like crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's crazy.
That's rough.
That's crazy. We just have to be real about this for a second. Like we're all having fun and we're all having a good time, but we just have to be real, Sonny. We just have to lock in.
You don't like them? How can you not like R2?
That is such a hipster Star Wars. I'm not really a fan of R2D2. Sonny, come on, dude.
Listen.
R2 rules.
3PO is annoying, but his annoyingness is part of the charm.
R2D2 is annoying.
That's crazy.
And you like Chopper? This is absurd.
This is tearing Focus Squadron apart. This is outrageous.
This is absurd.
Okay, fine. Is 3PO out?
Have fun flying your X-wing for Focus Squadron with a protocol droid, because that's what you're getting if you don't like R2D2. This is absurd.
Oh, she said that she doesn't like Chopper. Don't put that on me.
Okay, good. Thank you. That's okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah, at 6 I had C-3PO because in my top 5, my number 5 is L3.
What?
I love L3, dude. L3 rules.
L3 doesn't even touch this list for me.
That's
bro.
Crazy. L3 rules.
L3 is like not even in 15. Like,
dude, a horrendous take.
I love Solo. L3, there are so many better droids.
We're
than
back,
L3.
Sonny. We're so back. We're so back.
No
L3
way,
rules.
dude. You had L3 at what number?
5.
No way. There's no way.
Hey.
The Falcon, she's the like part of the Navicomputer of the Falcon.
She's part of the ship now. Dude, she literally like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't get the second Death Star blown up without L3.
Dude, shut up. Shut your mouth, bro. This is ridiculous.
They're not getting off Tatooine with Luke.
L3
to do all of A New Hope without L3.
L3 is fine.
Call
She's
me crazy.
Fine.
How about that?
Dude? R2KT is better than L3, bro.
There's the Loden Greatstorm of this list.
You don't know R2KT?
No, who's R2?
Dude, she's the pink droid that's like famous in Star Wars because the guy in the 501st. You look like a piece of shit now.
Yeah. No, I didn't know it. I didn't know the droid's name. I apologize. I didn't know the droid's name.
Unbelievable, bro.
What are you gonna do?
But like, the thing is like L3. I'm like, I just
my mom, Grayson's mom.
You have a wife, by the way.
Michelle Obama.
Okay. Dude, that's a good pick. Here's the thing is I'm just like, there's just not that many female droids. That's the thing.
Dude, regardless of L3 being a female droid, L3 rules. L3 is very much like K2. I laugh so much at L3. L3 rocks, dude. Go watch Solo and tell me L3 isn't a blast.
I like L3, but it like he is like one of the lesser aspects. Okay, Matthew, I saw you mention this about Master. I'm only like 20 pages into Master of Evil.
Appreciate you for the super chat though, dude.
Thank you, by the way. Yeah. So I cannot validate this. There's a lot of Glup Shido droids that I would love to put on the list. Shout out Lebo from Shadows of the Empire. Shout out I5 from Shadowhunter. But like, dude, shout out Lola, bro. Lola is a little cutie. I love little Lola bot. The
Lola bot.
1140. That's Plagueis' droid, right? I do like 1140. That's a good droid. Where did you have it? You had L3 at 5?
At 5, dude. L3 rocks.
What is it? What is our bottoms right now?
Chopper at 10, BB-8 at 9, a B1 at 8, or just B1 battle droids in general. SM-33 at 7. I had C-3PO at 6. And then I have L3 at 5.
There's no way I put L3 higher than 7. The rest of these droids are just so much better.
You're telling me that SM-33 is better than L3?
Hell yes, dude.
Hey, man. That's just where we gotta be real. We gotta be real, dude. We gotta be so real.
I said what I said.
Also, hey, can you bring up that super chat again?
Yes, of course. Oh, that's cool.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's cool. Blah, 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 blah.
Wait, can you do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
sick.
we got sound effects, baby. I forgot
sick.
I put that in there.
That's awesome. I love that. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm just going to go ahead and spell out my top 5, okay? And this is really hard for me to get. R2 is already at 1, so this is why I'm like, there's no way L3 beats any of these droids for me. Like, not even close. Here is my 5, okay? R2 at number 1. Huang at number 2.
We're cooking.
BD1 at number 3.
See, now
K2
I have K2 at 3.
K2SO at 4.
Yeah.
HK47 at 5. You have not played KOTOR, so you do not know, but HK47 is one of the greatest droids of all time. This is not even an opinion, this is just a fact. I could put L3 at 6 or 7.
So where was 3PO for you?
3PO was originally was at 2, but I've modified that list because we're probably putting C3PO lower.
Okay. I am okay with putting 3PO at 5.
I'm not a B2MO is fine. I like B2MO is like with like L3 for me. I'm like I like B2, but like and he's got some like but he doesn't do a whole lot. So
B2,
I'm just kind of like
B2 is in my like honorable mentions top 15.
Yeah, actually I love B2, but I just don't think he touches any of these other droids.
Mine is R2 at 1, Huyang at 2, K2 at 3, BD1 at 4, and then L3 was my 5.
What do we have officially on the list right now?
Chopper at 10, BB8 at 9, B1 battle droids at 8. This is where it starts to get weird because I have SM33 at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the 6 spot and the 5 spot. And then our top 4 are kind of the same.
Okay, so what about L3 at 6?
I'm okay with that. And then 3PO at 5?
3PO at 5.
Okay, where do you want HK then? Because I think BD1 deserves to be in the top 5.
What do we have? How many spots do we have left?
So if we put 3PO at
we have
5,
three spots left,
and we have L3 at 6, that means we have 1, 2, 3 spots left. The 4 spot, the 3 spot, and the 2 spot.
Wouldn't it be
Huyang?
Wouldn't it be Huyang, K2, and HK?
That's what I'm saying. Is like I think BD deserves to be in the top 5 over.
Oh,
BD.
We gotta drop someone out of the bottom then.
I'm okay with putting HK. Okay, here's what I'm saying. We drop L3 down and push everybody down 1. We'll put HK at 6 and we move Chopper into 11 spot.
Okay.
Cool. Sick. All right.
Jacobs, my buddy Jacob said Toto. That's a fun one. I do like.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Who is 8D8? Who am I blanking on? Who is 8D8?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who 8D8 is, but seeing that comment, that makes me think it's like one of those old calculator when you write boobs upside down thing. So I don't know if 8D8 is a real droid.
Hold on, I'm looking him up right now. Kalani in your top 10 is kind of hilarious. Oh, 8D8 is the torture droid from Jabba's palace.
Oh, I didn't. Oh my god.
This looking dude right here. That's funny.
Sure. Shout out to Dante, marketing director over at Rebel Scum. I think he's fantastic. I love Dante.
Hey, don't dog on my boy Dio.
He loves Dio because it's literally his last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually really funny.
He has anytime he's on stream, he has a Dio droid right behind him.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Kalani,
so I think of Dio, I think of him now.
Kalani is cool, but like again, like very random, arbitrary droid. I love the tactical
Kalani also
droids.
has that one song with Chance the Rapper from a really long time ago, and
yeah,
Kehlani.
that's Kehlani. Kehlani.
Notorious B.I.
Well, I mean, should we just go ahead and do the bottom the 15?
Here, I'm making this digital so we can kind of pull it up.
Okay.
Let me do this. I'm just gonna put it.
People have a visual.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in a Google Doc. A Google Doc.
Alani mentioned that's my wife. Also, want to give an honorable mention. I haven't gotten to this droid in the game yet, but I do love him, and that is Indy 5 from Outlaws, the reprogrammed KX series droid with the trench coat. Pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I've never played it, so I don't have really a lot of reference on that one. A lot of reference. Okay. Blank document. Let's share it.
Hey Hannah, I need you to go to jail right now. I need you to go to Thirst Trap Jail real quick for me.
This one, and hold on. Okay.
Yeah, Brandalorian said got to put R2. See, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on. We got bumpers, baby. How about that for a change?
Heck yeah, that was sick.
Okay. Share screen. Google Docs.
Yeah,
Share. I'm gonna make it real big.
I was about to say, you gotta bump that font up too, baby.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bump. Dude, this font is gonna be so bumped right now. Okay.
It better be 20 minimum. There you go.
45. Okay.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Or should we be? Do you want to be able to see the whole list, or do you want it to be like that?
That's fine. I think we can scroll through.
Okay, we'll do it like this then. Okay. All two. Why did it do that? That sucks.
What do you mean?
Here, I'm just gonna make it 30. There we go.
There you go. That works.
All 2D2. Hu Yang.
We're gonna get
Now,
flamed for
I
doing
have-
it too.
I have K2SO at 3.
That's fine.
Okay.
K2SO and then BD.
Now, here is where I have BD1. This is where we currently are thinking about C3PO. And then we have the GOAT. Now, wait, we're going to move everybody down.
I was about to say, wasn't it going to be 8? Wasn't it HK then L3?
L3,
Yeah.
then SM33, then B1s, then
People are going to destroy us for having B1s that low, but
I
that's
don't
fine.
give a rat's tuchus. Okay. BB8,
Yeah.
and then that means 9 is Chopper,
You mean 11?
or 11 Chopper. Now we have 12, we have 13, we have 14, and we have 15. Now, right now, I have B2 at 13.
Okay. That's
and
fine with me.
I had Proxy at my 12.
Oh, interesting.
Shout out to David Collins.
I had Pip at 12.
Ooh, I like Pip. There's just no personality there.
It's true. It's true.
So
That's
I'm
fine.
okay with Pip being like a 15 or a 14, to be completely honest.
Pip might get bumped out because I also really feel like the IG droids should be in there, whether it's like IG-11 or IG-88. Like what you can switch it up however you want them, but like considering IG-11 and who later becomes IG-12 is like such a prominent part of Mandalorian. I'm kind of like, I feel like an IG droid should be in there. That's just me.
Can I be so for real right now?
What?
This is really the only answer.
Whoa.
I was waiting for this. R5.
That's see, R5 is my honorable mention. Like, or honorable mention of like out of the 15. Like he's like 16. So okay, I'm gonna give you my bottom 5, but I think you're presenting a lot of really good ones here. So I had 11 Pip, 12 IG, whether that's 11 or 88, you choose. 13 I had Gonky. 14 I had the Pit droids, because they're also a pretty big personality. And then 15 I had the mouse droids. But considering they're, because Legends, it was in Legends. So I'm fine with
Thank you, Macman. Thanks for the super chat, dude.
With Pit droids and mouse droids not being on there. I think Gonki is kind of a fun honorable mention. Not really, not a whole lot going on there, but I think
You want to know
IG
what's crazy?
what?
On StarWars.com, R5 is ranked number 3 on their list.
Oh my god, dude.
That's StarWars.com. StarWars.com does not do a lot of rankings, and that they did a ranking and put R5 at number 3 is kind of crazy.
That's wild to me.
Number 4. Now, my 15 originally was Chopper, but I'm okay because he took the spot of AP5.
AP5 is whatever, man.
I like AP5. He's funny.
Oh, see these, Ryan. You're cooking here, bro. 000 and BT1. I like them. We
didn't even put Forlom on the list.
Bro, who cares?
Seth does.
See, I know Seth does. I like 000 and BT1, but the reason I have HK so high is because he was the original template of murder droids. Like, and now there are, like, we have Mr. Bones, and we have them, and we have, like, murder droids are in high
We're gonna get
supply.
So much flack for no Mr. Bones on this list too.
Mr. Bones is fine, man. Like, he's fine.
Mr. Bones is the star killer of droids, where it's just like, okay, like,
it's especially because Mr. Bones is from the Aftermath books, and I'm just kind of like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
This was a good take. Shout out R4 from Attack of the Clones. R4 was pretty goated. Not a whole lot of personality, but they were pretty goated. Who else am I missing right now?
If you want, here, we can do this. If you wanted to do a top 20, I'd be okay with that.
Let's do top 20, man.
Okay.
Okay. B2MO I do like higher than Rex.
You like B2EMO higher than Rex? I like Rex a lot.
But you put him there.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is preliminary.
Okay. I think AP5 is a strong 20. I think our AP5 is fine, but I wouldn't put him as high as 15. I definitely would put IG11 behind Proxy or maybe behind B2EMO.
Say that again?
I would put the IG11 or the IG whatever probably behind B2EMO.
Okay.
Rex is for sure ahead of AP5. I also, because Rex is kind of iconic, I
like Rex over IG11.
We could do that.
If we want to get granular.
Well, we're talking about, I assume you know this, Macman. We're talking about DJ Rex, not Captain Rex. Buzz droids are fine. Again, a lot of this has to do with personality for me, and the reason I put B1s up in the top 10 is because they have so much personality. But like a Droideka, while they have a great design, they don't say anything. They're just pew pew droids. The
best part about Buzz droids is the way Anakin says Buzz droids in Revenge of the Sith. Buzz droids.
So a lot of them being actual characters is a big deal for me.
Don't ever try and teach him ever again.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean it. Should we put R5 in there? I mean, I feel like we have to, because R5 was also in Mando.
Yeah, let's put him at 20.
All right. I would have put AP5 at 20, but that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna get a ton of flack for having Huang that high, but
who cares?
Yeah, this is our list.
Are we gonna put Mr. Bones on this list?
I don't feel knowledgeable enough to put Mr. Bones, and also I just don't care enough.
Yeah, but what about Forlom?
Nope.
You don't want to put Forlom on the top 20 at least?
Dude, what is... name one thing Forlom does other than stand.
You
can't. That's the thing.
He, well, he.
Do we want to put do we want to put Hugh, do we want to keep Huang at 2, or do we want to put him below beat like K2 and BD?
No, Hu Yang is at 2.
Perfect.
Hu Yang's
When
not.
Sonny read the Aftermath trilogy and said Mr. Bones does not deserve to be on this list. So
Okay.
Name 4 Loms. Go. That's so funny, dude. The medical droid from ESB. No. No.
Oh, Gonki. We forgot Gonki. Okay, I'll put Gonki above AB5. Dude, people are going to start swiping on this graphic and be like, what are we talking about?
Oh, man.
We got 2 to fill in this last 18 and 19
Can
spot.
what about the pit? Can we do the pit droids at 19? Because they're kind of like a running gag and have a personality of them kind of being like the Three Stooges. Ah, nice. There you go. Can we do we put Oh,
this is just R2D2 in a big hat.
That's true. This is true. It's just R2 and Chopper in a Ronin hat.
Sonny, come on.
Oh, AZ. AZ is a good droid.
Oh, I like AZ.
Yeah, me too. All right, so I'm going to tell Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni the next time we see R2, they better put a freaking hat on him, and Sonny's going to put him at number 1.
Yeah, Dave Filoni is a cool director, but once he started wearing that big hat, I was like...
TC-14, for the sake of the Lego game, I love her, but, like, doesn't do anything. I do like Toto, Cat Bane's droid. I actually do feel like Toto should be in the top 20.
Yeah, I like Toto.
Because especially with his dynamic with Cad Bane, do you want to put Toto right below Gonki? Or no? Yeah. Do you want to put Toto above Gonki? I think above Gonki.
I think above IG-11.
Let's do it. And then I say AZ in between IG-11 and Gonki. Is it AZ3? Let me look him up. I love AZ. He's so cute.
We don't have Pip.
I know. Wow. His number is AZ345218962464987213447. That's crazy.
Ooh, bah.
That's a great one.
There we go.
You're missing Lola. I like Lola, but again, she doesn't have... No.
Lola is in the Pip category of like
cool utility, but like doesn't act like it doesn't. They're not a character, you know. Like the reason why even B1s are on here is because yes, they are like a widespread droid, but they are a character, you know. Is that everything? Oh wow. Dude, having R5 that low, people are going to get so mad, but I don't really care. The biggest thing that R5 does is like in Mando Season 3.
No, the thing that people are going to freak out about is having Chopper 12.
That's true, yeah. This is actually Flo from Dexter's Diner. That's actually...
You need to start adding sound effects.
Vine boom. What did he say?
Turn into a Kai Cenat stream.
Hopefully the Kai Cenat Arkham Knight stream where we get to dress up as Batman.
Okay.
Chopper's got to stay there, bro.
I like Rex more than I like Chopper.
Listen, I like Chopper. I don't hate Chopper, but I think Chopper is wildly overhyped. I think Chopper's good at 12.
Okay. Fine.
Like the Ghost Crew wouldn't be the same without Chopper, you know? the slide after Chopper when you post on Instagram is going to be Will was not happy with this, by the way.
No one
And
was happy with this.
Yeah.
Um,
I am happy with this. I feel like if I think about it anymore, I'm just going to implode. What about BB-9E, the first order ball droid from Battlefront?
what about just a probe droid?
Dude, that's what they
What
said.
about
That's what they're saying.
droids?
I did have mouse droids on there, but then I was like, they don't really like have a personality, so
Yeah, they're also just mice.
it's true. It's like ranking rodents.
Also, I hate to tell you, Star Wars fans, Chopper isn't even in the top 5 on Star Wars' list. So
that's awesome.
do with that.
Who wrote the article? Who wrote the article?
Or
did it just say by Star Wars team or StarWars.com?
Somebody named Will Diamond. No.
Whoa, no way.
No, it was Amy Rickow. Isn't that how you pronounce her name, Rickow?
Amy.
It's Richau. Isn't it Rickow?
I thought it was Rochelle. Is it? Hold on.
I have no idea.
Let me look her up. Oh yes. I know you're talking about.
I've truly only ever read her name.
I was about to say is like I don't know how to pronounce it. Does it say? No, does not say how to pronounce her name. But based of Amy for not having Chopper on there. So even you too can be mad because Star Wars themselves agrees with us.
Dog, that's what I said about Forlom, but what are you gonna do?
Forlom, there's God, bro. Are you actually being serious about Forlom?
Baby, we're gonna trash can.
What about no, that's all I got. I genuinely can't think of any more.
What's the black astromech from Force Unleashed?
Force Unleashed.
Yeah, it's in the Lego set.
Oh, that's not a character.
Yeah, but isn't it named though?
Did they just put that in there for the fun of it?
I feel like it's a named character. Like at least in the Lego set.
You go look out, man.
The Rogue Shadow.
The thing about droidicas is that...
Oh, wait, it wasn't with the Rogue Shadow. What is that from?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it from the Star Destroyer?
The thing about droidicas, Insight, is that like they're just more like weapons than they are droids. Like they don't talk, they just roll around and shoot. Yo, Data from Star Trek, that's such a great choice.
Yo, that's actually a really good idea.
Data.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm sure some crossover Trekkies would love that. They're cool. And listen, if we're talking about droids that are just cool factor, that's a totally different list. But I'm like, again, they're also like vulture droids for me, or they're like their personality is to shoot and blow up. You know,
we should put Anakin Skywalker on the list because he can speak droid.
So true.
Oh, it's from the 2008 Imperial Star Destroyer. Hold on.
He said, "You mean in the background one on the Star Destroyer? It's in that set as well as some of the other sets." Dude, General Cameroni, thanks for being here, bro. We appreciate you. You're in the weeds now, trying to find this droid.
R2D5.
Okay.
Yep, R2D5. There you go. Everybody was really on there.
Magna Guards are also dope, and Dark Troopers, but again, no personality. They are just war machines. If we're talking about droids and how potent they are as killing machines, different list. But all of these characters here have immensely more personality than any of these characters. As much as I'm the Dark Trooper guy. I love Dark Troopers. I love Magna Guards. But I'm like, I love BX series commando droids. But like they don't do anything. They just and then they get shot and they die. But they got dubstep music though. You're so right. Put them at number 1. Wow, 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 wow. Dude, I did a shout out. It has to happen at least once a stream. I did a Star Wars tabletop RPG, and I made my players fight them as like a horror section, and I played that music, and they were like, "What the hell?" It was awesome. They were so scared. I think it's a good list.
It's a good list.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah, we're good. We're gored with this.
You wanna read it out?
Sure.
Number 20.
You can do it.
Oh, okay. I said, do
you want to read it out?
No, I said you want me to read it out.
Somebody go back right now and listen to that. He said you want to read it out. That not even read it.
Guys, what did I say? What did I say before I even continue? What did I say?
I'm gonna go on my phone right now and listen to
Oh my god.
This is
at 20 is R5 D4. Is that their name? I don't know. 19 AP5. 18 is Gonky. 17 is AZ3. 16 is IG11. 15 is Toto. 14 is DJ Rex. 13 is B2 Emo. 12 is Chopper with an angry face. 11 is Proxy. 10 is BB8. 9 is B1s. 8 is SM33. 7 is L3. 6 is HK47. 5 C3PO. 4 BD1. 2 K2SO. 3 K2SO. Yeah, I said that. 2 Huang. 1 R2D2. I did. Okay. Well, here's what happened was. I know what happened now. I said you want me to read it out, but I said it so fast that I stuttered over my words.
You want to read it out? Sure.
Yeah, I said you want me to read it out, but I like I slurred over my words because I'm like so dehydrated right now.
Yeah, we're good. We're gored with this. You want to read it out?
There you go. I said you want me to read it out. That's what I said. I said you want to read it out. That's what I meant. That's what I said. Grayson is bottom 515
Oh, are we done?
Bro, Cameroni, your comments are killing me, man. This is so funny. Name 4 LOMs. This is so funny.
That's the funniest thing. That's top 5 funniest things we've ever gotten at comments. That's honestly, as of right now, I don't think we've gotten a funnier comment in 40 almost 40 episodes of Determined Focus. That's so funny.
Dude, I glitched out like a B2 droid in Republic Commando and they get hit with an EMP like eh.
All right, I'm getting rid of this.
I thought you just exited out of the show. I was like,
yeah,
wow,
bye.
Just see ya. Oh man. Well, now, Will, do you want to talk about? Hey, Will, you specifically and not me. Do you want to talk about the thing that we have going on in 2 weeks?
Yeah, thank you for being specific.
So hey, next week. Oh,
dude, I want to name 4 LOMs shirt. That's so funny. That's I'm gonna think about that for years, dude. That you cooked with that one.
yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, I'm trying to think of what do people know about the beginning of next year?
What do you mean?
In terms of Determined Focus, has that been disclosed yet?
It probably has, but I don't think anybody remembers.
Well, that's your information to tell, sir.
It's fine if people know. I don't care.
Okay.
That it starts in January. What are you trying to construe right now?
Well, okay, so let's do this. In 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, and droids alike, we will be
doing
15
droids alike
and LOMs alike. We will be doing a live stream for charity This live stream will be 24 hours long. We are doing a 24-hour long live stream for charity. This will be in celebration of close to, well, if we do an episode next week, it'll be because we have been doing 40 episodes. We have done 40 episodes of Determined Focus, including live stream and interviews. We will be doing a 24-hour live stream. And the reason I was asking about the other thing was because Grayson will be in person, which is why the other side of what's going on over there and why this is all backed up is because there is a version of this office that is currently being built to house both Grayson and I at the same time. And this is where I toss it to you.
What am I saying? What am I?
Well, why are we're not doing this just for one stream?
We're not?
I don't think so. That would be a waste of all the crap we bought.
Yeah, that would be a waste. Yeah, I think people know about this. People definitely are like that I'm close to, especially in Focus Squadron, know this. But yeah, next year, early next year, in January, I will be moving to Will's location, and Determined Focus will be or will become a in-person live stream every week. And we will be face to face doing the same thing that we are doing right now, but without a digital barrier. Of course, the digital barrier between all of you, but yeah, so when I say something outrageous, he can just reach right across the table and slap me instead and go, name 4 alarms in his Christian Bale Batman.
Demonetized. Just actual violence.
It's okay. Yeah, well, I'll just say it didn't hurt. Yes. So, that didn't hurt. Like we're siblings.
That didn't hurt. You can't even phase me.
Yeah, so the beginning of that will start in just 2 weeks. And also people were asking about the comics stuff.
Yes.
When I am there, we will be recording the very first members only episode where we will be talking about comic books and comic books adjacent things. And I'll just go ahead and say right here that the very first episode is going to be all about Batman. It's going to be Batman specific. Woo! So Will is very excited.
Come on!
And I am as well, because we both love Batman. So it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. It's currently December 8th that we're talking about this. That will be on January. December 20th will be the stream. We will be doing a formal post to kind of like talk about all of this. We will have some friends joining us throughout the entirety of that 24 hours. A lot of friends, actually, a lot of different content creators, some of which who are in the chat right now. Will be popping in to help us out and stay awake for 24 hours straight talking about all this stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun. Some guests that you've already seen on the show, some guests that you have not yet seen on the show. But it is all for charity. So it'll be we'll be doing some giveaways throughout, and as we hit certain goals, the people in chat will be able to run raffles for those specific giveaway items. We'll have a ton of stuff that will all, like we said, be for charity. We've had a really fun year. Well, not even a full year, but like little over half of a year doing Determined Focus since celebration of this year. And we want to give back to not all of you by hanging out for 24 hours straight, but also for charity. It's a big deal. It is the holiday season, so we want to do that because it's fun and more people should do stuff like that. So we want to do our part to help out and hang out. No, we have a pretty long list before we get to Spider-Man, like Green Arrow and the Spectre, and we're gonna do a full stream about the Arrowverse before.
Dude, we're gonna watch the first season of CW's Gotham Knights. Did you ever hear about that show? Do you know about that show?
Yeah, I know.
It was the last CW show they ever did for DC. So yeah, no, we'll definitely be doing Spider-Man within the first couple episodes because
absolutely.
Because then I will slap Will across the table if that doesn't happen. And there's nothing he can do about it because I have Spido sense and he doesn't.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't need
we're
spider
already-
fence. I just need prep time.
Okay. It's like we talked about it. Will is working on it right now.
Yes, I'm working on it. Here is kind of a sneak peek at how it will look. You'll get your Focus Squadron number. All of that will be sent to you. It'll be a ton of fun. But yeah, I'm working on the logistics of that. It will either be this week or next week, just because every week we have new members, and I keep having to add people to that list for mailing list and all of that stuff. So we are, and we're not mad about getting new members. We're so grateful for new members. But yeah, this will be definitely done by the charity stream. So we'll be ready to go. And yeah, I'm extremely excited about how the set's gonna look.
Yeah,
I think we've got a good vision board plan for what the set's going to look like.
Yeah, it'll have an amalgamation of a lot of both of our junk that we have. No way am I bringing all of my stuff to where he's at, by the way. There's just no way it's happening. But yeah, it'll be fun, dude. It'll be a fun new chapter in the journey of determined focus.
Oh, we missed this, MacMan. Sorry. Appreciate you super chatting that $5.99, dude. Big question: does the Filoni movie take place?
I'd be shocked if it doesn't.
Think so. I think
maybe even 11.
I really think so. I think it would have to. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for so much for hanging out and having fun with us and talking Star Wars. Thank you so much for all of the members that were in chat. One more time, I'm going to throw this up. If you would like to become a member of Focus Squadron and join on YouTube, there's some exclusive stuff headed your way if you become a member. That will be members only. Also, there's exclusive stuff. We try and make it as reasonable as possible price wise. It's really I think I did the least possible amount just for anybody to become a member on YouTube, which is it's extremely cool that you guys want to be members and join us along with this, because it truly does help us. And as the show continues to grow, you guys will be even more a part of this, because we would not be here without all of you. Obviously, all of you viewing this, even without giving any monetary value, extremely cool of you to do that. But absolutely, with the monetary stuff and you giving money and super chatting and becoming a member and gifting memberships, that's Star Wars Insight officially has the first ever gifted membership, which is so cool.
Which is crazy, yeah. Which I think, by the way, I was looking, and so Admiral Enigma became a new member. Never said anything in the chat, so thank you, Admiral Enigma. And then Cameroni was gifted that membership. So I think we are up to Focus 19 now. Which is, so we are one away from 20. When am I streaming Outlaws again? I'll be doing it pretty soon. I am trying to finish up another video game so then I can just commit time to just finishing Outlaws. So I'm finishing Ghost of Yote, and then I'll be on that Outlaws grind. So yeah, probably within the next week I'll stream a couple more times. So yeah, just fun.
Anything else?
That is all I got. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your supports, whether you're just being here or, like Will said, all of the financial stuff is crazy cool. And had a fun time. We will be back next week as per usual, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, there'll be 2 live streams next week. Last week of December, though, we are not. That we're going to take off after the
Yeah.
24-hour. That's bonkers to do.
Yeah.
24 hours on Saturday and Sunday.
And then
And-
go,
and then
Monday
do
we'll
it again on Monday. That's bonkers.
Yeah, we'll take that off. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be an episode out that week, though.
Yeah, we've got some pre-recordeds we've got to release, so fret not. Yeah, that should be it. May the force be with you. And your focus determines your reality.
Bye-bye.
Always remember.